right, so good evening. Welcome, Claudia, to your interview. I would like for you to please start off by telling us a little bit about yourself, introduce yourself, and then also tell us your name, your age, and also your qualification, your highest qualification. All right, please go ahead.
Okay, hi there. My name is Claudia Stanfield. I'm from Cape Town. I'm 28 years old. I have a master's degree in public health education and natural remedies that I obtained while teaching in South Korea at a South Korean university. Is there anything else you'd like to know?
All right, no problem. That's it. That's it. That's very,
Okay.
very good. Okay, so let's move on to your next question that I'd like to ask. All right. So,
Okay.
what
Mhm.
basically, why do you like teaching?
I love teaching. I've always wanted to be a teacher. Started off teaching at Sunday school when I was younger. Um, and from there, it grew and it became a passion of mine. So I love teaching. I love everything about it. I love the being able to impart some knowledge onto someone, as little as it may seem. So, yeah.
Oh, it's a big responsibility, trust me. Okay, and my next question for you, Claudia, is what would you say is the strongest attribute that you have as a teacher?
My ability to create a learning environment that is comfortable for all learners, um, and that allows individual growth. And because I'm a very creative person, I like to encourage my learners to be creative as well within the classroom. So I try to create an environment that encourages that and makes them feel adequately challenged because I like being challenged, so I want them to be challenged as well. And through my experience as a teacher, I developed courses aimed at that, encouraging learners and creating environments that they can learn effectively, So,
Oh,
uh,
wow, that sounds wonderful, Claudia. I feel like being one of your learners right now. Okay, so let's move on to our next question. Why
okay.
is English important? Okay, and how
Okay.
would you benefit a student that's learning the language?
English is a language, so any person that's learning English and wants to speak English, the reason they would learn it is because they would like to be able to work at a global scale, So I've always encouraged that for adult learners specifically,
Mm.
you know, to start and kids because it's easier for kids to acquire language than what it is for an adult. Um, yeah, and because when I first started teaching, I worked as an adult educator, like as an ABET teacher. And I know it's harder for adults to learn. So I know, especially with English within our own country, within South Africa, definitely it's harder. So speaking English will help anybody that's learning it, Was?
The second question, the second
Sorry.
part of that question was, I think you've actually answered it, and that would be how would you benefit the student learning the language?
Yeah.
So I think you've already answered that one for me. All right, let's move on to the next one. How would you handle maybe a disruptive learner? Okay, and also bearing in mind there is the language barrier that's there. So how do you think you would handle a learner that's disruptive in the classroom?
Okay. It depends on the age of the learner. When I worked in Korea, when I started out, I worked at elementary school and then I did middle school and high school and I progressed to university level. And and each learner needs to be handled differently as the learners are older. When somebody's disruptive, stating the reason why they are in this classroom, why they need to learn is important. When
Okay.
they're younger, it's a bit different because you need to have a bit of a firm hand sometimes with the younger ones,
Okay.
give them a time out or something. But I don't believe in putting students out of a classroom because
Okay.
they're there to learn. So even if you're sitting at the back of a classroom away from everybody else,
Hmm.
you're still taking in, you're still receiving something from the lesson, whether you want to or not. So yeah, it depends on the age.
All right. I definitely agree with that. You kind of taking away from what it is that they can do. All right, let's go ahead and move on to our next one. The next question for you is, why have you chosen Saudi Arabia as a destination to teach?
I've never been to Saudi. I've never been to Saudi. I've always wanted to go to Saudi, immersed within another culture and gain experience from that culture. And that's why I left when I was young, to know, and traveled and experienced, because I love that idea. Saudi, because I've never been there, I don't know, and because I'm open to the new experience of it and gaining experience of it as well, because I've just I don't know.
Okay.
Okay.
And my last question for you then is, why should you, why should the employer hire you? Why do you think, what reason would you give?
um, because I'm passionate about teaching, and because because I don't know, because I would say I'm uniquely equipped to teach because I'm passionate about it, you know, because I like the idea of giving to people. That's why I studied public health as well, you know. So the idea of giving something and having somebody take the information and using it in their lives, I like that. And as an employer, I think you would want somebody that is passionate about what they're doing, teaching your people and enriching people. So.
Okay, Claudia, wonderful. So that I definitely think that is a wonderful attribute to have, being passionate, especially when you're dealing with a lot of people. So that is absolutely wonderful. And I hope that you keep that up. But for tonight, our interview is over.
Okay.
That was the last
Thanks.
of my
Okay.
questions. All right, no problem. I'd also like to just say wonderfully done and have a lovely evening. All
You
right.
too. You too. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.